Chapter 1. Write a variable expression. So a variable expression has a variable, like x and y, and some type of operation. An operation is plus, or add, subtract, minus, multiply, times, product, and divide, which can be quotient or divide. So A, the sum of z and 2. So sum means add. So you are adding z plus 2. B is a number m, so we're going to let that be m, increased. So increased means add by 3. So m plus 3. Letter C. The product. Product means multiply of 8 and p. So multiply 8p. So you can write it as a times p or 8p. And then D, t divided by 5. So t divided by 5, or you can write it as t divided by 5. Okay, second part, simplify each expression. Show each step of your work. Remember order of operations. So order of operations is PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, and then add and subtract from left to right. Show your work. So this first one, I'm not going to do 15 plus 20 first. I need to do 20 times 3 first. So 20 times 3 is 60. Sorry, it's 60. And then I bring the 15 down. So it's 15 plus 60, which is 75. And letter B, I need to do the parentheses first. So it's 46 minus 4 and then 10. Again, I need to multiply before I subtract. So it's going to be 46 minus 40, which is 6. And letter C, I'm going to divide first. So I'm going to do 16 divided by 4, which is 4, plus 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Part 3. Evaluate each expression. So evaluate means plug in your number for the variable. And again, you're going to use order of operations. So do parentheses, then exponents, multiply and divide from left to right, whichever comes first, and add and subtract from left to right. So, and if it's a negative number, which none of these are negative numbers, put negative numbers in parentheses. So this is going to be 2, and there's no space right here. So it's going to be 2 times 3 minus 3. Now do order of operations. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. In letter B, you want to do 2 times 2 plus 4 all over 4. So I plugged in x was 2, y is 4. Now I do order of operations. I do order of operations on the top, and then on the bottom, and then I simplify it. So I'm going to do 2 times 2 first, which is 4. So this was 4. Then plus 4 all over 4. So I do the top part, which is 8, and then this means division. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. In letter C, I do 22 minus parentheses w. So w is 5. 5 minus 9. Do my parentheses. 5 minus 9 is a negative 4. So it's going to be 22 minus a negative 4. So 22 take away a negative 4 is going to be 22 plus 4, which is 26. And then number 4, write a rule. So a rule would be, are we adding 5, multiplying by 6, subtracting 7, multiplying by 2, dividing by 3. What is the pattern? So if I'm looking at this, what am I doing to go from negative 15 to negative 8? Well, I know that that's a number that's less. So it could be either divide or subtract. This number is less, or I know it's a number that's greater, sorry. So negative 15 to negative 8, the number is going up. So on a number line, you have negative 15, negative 8, negative 1, 6, and 13. So what would be the next number? Well, we are actually going up by the same amount on the number line each time. So the number that we're going up by is by 7, because if you add 7 to each number, you'll get the next number. So the rule is you can either write plus 7 or you can write add 7. So the next 3 numbers after 13 are going to be 13 plus 7 is 20. 20 plus 7 is 27. 27 plus 7 is 34. And then letter number 4B. So here again it looks like the numbers are going down. So are we subtracting? Are we dividing? So the difference between these two numbers is 72. The difference between these two numbers is 36. Remember, difference means subtract. So I'm not going down by the same amount, so I'm not subtracting. So I am dividing. So to go from 144 to 72, you divide by 2. To go from 72 to 36, you divide by 2. So the rule is divide by 2. Or you could write out divide by 2. So to write the next 3 numbers, take 36, divide it by 2, which is 18. Take 18 and divide it by 2, which is 9. Take 9 and divide it by 2, which is 4.5, or 4.5. And to finish off chapter 5, graph the following points on the coordinate plane. So in a coordinate, x, y, the x tells you to go left or right. So if your x is positive, you're going to go right. If your x is negative, you're going to go left. The y tells you to go up or down. The second number tells you to go up or down. So first you're going to go side to side with the x, and then you're going to go up and down. So if my first one is 0, 4, 0 is my x, 4 is my y. I'm not going to move any if I have 0, 4. I'm going to go over 0 and up 4 and make a dot. So that is going to be labeled A. G, I'm going to go left 2 and then up 3. So I go left 2, up 3, and I call that G. W, I'm going to go right 4, or right 5, because that's a positive 5, and then down 4. So right 5, down 4 is going to be W. And then P, I'm going to go left 1, up 0. That's going to be P. So make sure you know how to plot points. And the last part is given an absolute value. So absolute value is the distance a number is from 0 on a number line. So the distance between 0 and negative 4 is 4. This distance is 4. So the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. The distance between 0 and 10 is 10. So the absolute value of 10 is 10. We'll do a couple more. So the absolute value of negative 3 is 3. The absolute value of 5 is 5. The opposite of the absolute value of negative 6 would be negative 6, the absolute value of 6, and the opposite of that is negative 6.